Well, ladies and gents, surprising no one, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, because it's a two-parter. The first reactions hail it as the best movie of the year. Now, look, ordinarily, a lot of this stuff that normally comes out, you just go, oh, yeah, bollocks, what up, shut up. Like, no one, I don't believe you, basically. But this is a Mission Impossible film. This is a Tom Cruise movie. He has made smash hits recently. He has delivered. Mission Impossible specifically has been delivering. So, I can believe it. It's not universal praise. It's 99% praise. I have heard some bad stuff behind the scenes, but what's being released publicly is that it's the best thing ever. And you know, they have delivered time and time again. Have they done it this time? I mean, we'll see in a few weeks' time, basically. So let's check out the first reactions. They had their premiere, basically. And yeah, lots of critics are now able to release their first reactions. They're mini reviews. I don't know why everyone seems to think that they're not review. It is a mini review. I think the only difference is that they can't really go into details, of course, but they can still give their opinion. So, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is the best movie of the year. I've got to say, that's not that difficult. There's not been many good ones out. Tom Cruise has done it again. Jaw-dropping action, high stakes, and a pulse-pounding third act that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Tom Cruise is better than ever, and Hayley Atwell is incredible. You know what? And I feel really dumb for saying this. I didn't even know she was in it. Because I didn't recognise her. There she is. Did not recognise her. But there you go. Hayley Atwell is incredible. Nice to see her getting more stuff. And, you know, getting into sort of tentpole movies. We had this one as well. Mission Impossible is action movie perfection. So many standout moments and performances. The motorcycle stunt and everything that happens on the train is outstanding. Plus, so many great fights in Vienna. And that car chase is next level awesome. Mission Impossible 7, Ving Rhames, Simon. I like that they brought Ving Rhames. That's cool. Good actor. Basically, everyone just universal praise. All loved it here. Tom Cruise, Hayley Atwell, such insane chemistry. She's a more than welcome addition to the team. And here, the villain, the story will require some buy-in. Interesting. The trailers haven't shown anything, but once you're in, it's probably the deadliest threat of them all. Will it be AI? There are also a few shocking twists and turns, so brace yourself. Part 1, thankfully, is a definitive ending, so it's a complete film with no death-defying cliffhanger, but the stage has been set for Part 2, and I absolutely cannot wait. That's interesting. That's really positive that, you know, it actually does have a third act that solidifies it as a film, wraps up the story in a bow. That's very positive, because I'm so sick of movies that are just an advertisement for the next film. And I think a lot of other people are as well. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is another winner for the franchise. Yet again, the production value is through the roof, with some of the most well-defined and exhilarating set pieces photographed in ways that truly make you feel like you're in the middle of the... And it doesn't really say it, doesn't continue properly here. What are you doing? Tom Cruise is A+, as always, and Rebecca Ferguson continues to be a favourite. The franchise newcomer Hayley Atwell wound up being the major standout for me. She can do it all, action, comedy, a capable hero in many respects, while trying to get her sea legs in others. So that's good, positive. A few people recommending her specifically, so that's great. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 works as Christopher McQuarrie's ambitious examination of meditation on AI and the dangerous path we might be on. So maybe the villain is AI. He doesn't like it. With the inherent nature of being Part 1, said that a lot lately, not as satisfying as Fallout. Interesting. So it's not universal praise, but it is like 99% positive. Also, I really, really love having Henry Czerny back as Kittredge after 26 years. Finally here and worth the wait. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is absolutely fantastic and the best mission yet. Great story, awesome cast, incredible action that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Tom Cruise has topped himself with the best action movie of the summer. I like this poster. It's almost like a throwback, isn't it? Very throwback poster. I like it. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. This phenomenal this phenomenal. Okay. Hayley Atwell steals every scene she's in. This is now my favourite Mission Impossible film, with the AI being the villain. Okay. This feels like a cautionary tale. The action had my heart rate elevated. That train scene is mind-blowing. They seem to be able to reveal a fair amount of spoilers here, which is actually really positive because, I say spoilers, they're not spoilers, but they're clearly not like clamped down and you know, under massive embargo. They're able to say quite a lot, which is very positive. It shows that the production, the studio, has a lot of confidence in the film, which can sometimes be bad, but this is a franchise that tends to be very positive with those things anyway. After the insanity of the last few films, Mission Impossible 7 has a tremendous amount to live up to, but one thing I'll say now in quick reaction format, it does the best job yet of recent Part 1 of 2. Features in feeling like its own film while setting up for the next half. Good. Very positive. That alone is positive. Dead Reckoning Part 1 is fantastic. Dynamite. Timely story. Excellent new characters, huge variety of action, and a final set piece that ranks top 2 to 3 all time for the franchise. It gets a little dense at times, but its pace and intensity more than cover that. Dead Reckoning is incredible, the fastest 2-hour 30-minute movie I've seen in a long time, one of the best films I've seen this year, and Tom Cruise has done it again. Demands to be seen on the biggest screen, cannot recommend this movie enough. Big surprise was how much I loved Hayley Atwell in the film. I've always been a fan, but she is a fantastic addition to the franchise and a huge part of the movie. Again, just super positive. The absolute best time watching Mission Impossible, an impeccably made action film that does not stop entertaining. Each action sequence is long, crazy and intense. The story is big and sprawling, but I like how it both felt complex and left you dying for what comes next. Mission Impossible 7 is very good, though it lacks the emotion that made Maverick great. The climactic train sequence is awesome, and the entire cast rules. From my man Tom Cruise to the great Shia Wiggum. There are 2 minor issues, villain backstory and Ethan's rushed bond with Grace. There you go. Pretty universally positive. Let's be fair to it. I did see one, I think it was from Scott Mendelson, that really didn't like it actually, and said that they felt the movie suffered from COVID issues. So that was the one negative I could find over on Twitter. So, but you know, I'm keen for this regardless. I'm interested to see this. I think most people are anyway. I think what's interesting about this, you know, people are saying, like this one for instance from Jeff Snyder, talks about Maverick and things. I don't know if you go to watch a Mission Impossible film for the sort of emotion and the sort of heart of a Top Gun film. You just don't. I mean, I've never watched a Mission Impossible film for that. It's for the action. It's like watching a James Bond film for the love. Like you don't, do you really? You don't need the emotional elements of a James Bond. James Bond is better when he's just on a mission and then he just, you know, sidelines and bangs a bird here and there. But you don't. The point is, you don't go to watch a James Bond film for the emotion. Same way you don't go to watch a Mission Impossible film for the emotion. You're watching it for the impossible mission that they have to undertake. So, anyway, hit subscribe if you're new here. Leave your thoughts down below. Are you going to watch this? Let me know. Cheers, guys. Take care.